How to do a quick video. Human emotions crazy. Crystal, Jewel, what to do. Right now, as we speak, you can download the app, the DFK app. It's not great. It's called DFK Heroes, but it does give you prices and it's pretty accurate. So looking at Jewel, 16.8, about 17 cents. Crystal, 31 cents. Okay, human emotions crazy. What do you do? Let's look back at, and shout out to Shody. Got the kids. Okay, had to do a quick video because, and shout out to Climb Crypto, gave me a shout out today. He's hitting on this too. So what Climb said was, he's like, oh man, okay, I've decided to get off everything Harmony. Harmony's dying in the short term. We talked about this in the video, what to do. But here's the thing. Okay, real quick, we'll look at the pools. But first, I just looked at the Tavern. Oops. And in the Tavern, get myself out of the way. The floor, man, it's definitely cheaper. Okay, look at this Gen Zero. That is a deal. He's probably a gardener, let me guess. But he's not a terrible, yep, he's a gardener. But look, he's good on vitality. He's pretty decent on vitality. So even if you go the PvP-minded route that I keep hearing, and then you also have the Knight, who's got solid for gardening. Okay, and then, so it's cheaper. It's definitely cheaper, because right now, Crystal is about twice the value of Jewel. So what I did this morning was I bought some Jewel. and I sold my Crystal rewards from yesterday right into Jewel and got right back into the Jewel pool. Because you're starting to see it creep back up. We're going to hit that just a second. But the floor too, okay, is just cheaper. So when we look at the floor in Crystalville, the floor of Heroes is at 28 Crystal. It's just cheaper. There's still use case for Jewel. Serendale's not gonna totally go away. So we're always gonna have Serendale. Now slowly, it is gonna die off, it looks like. They're looking to move the chain. But for now, move Serendale to a different chain. I'm wondering if it's Polygon. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is it gonna be Polygon? That seems to make the most sense. Someone else mentioned Moonbeam, maybe. Polkadot. And Moonbeam's good. I've got stuff on Moonbeam and Moon River. Okay, so you still have duels, right? You still have the contest, which, hey, shout out to the contest. I noticed yesterday, so after the video, oh, this is old. I've fallen because, man, with the bots, so I moved, it's such a pain. I moved all my foragers back here, so I had to modify a little bit because we're going to find out what my ROI is per day on this. I'm just going to do this account now. And so I had to push it back a little bit because I moved a bunch of foragers. I'm just going to leave the account as is. And I'm going to look at, tonight, we're going to look at it, exactly how much money I'm making. But with that being said, I still don't recommend selling all your items and thinking you're gonna just make a daily ROI right now. That's not my goal, because right now the value of everything is so suppressed. If this project succeeds and they continue cranking in the team, I actually chatted with Frisky Fox last night. It was awesome. He's so excited with what's going on with the project. Okay, if they keep developing and pushing through, it's going to be massively bullish. So now's not the time to be selling everything and trying to squeeze juice out of a turnip, whatever the statement is. No, I'm just keeping all the money in the ecosystem and even adding little bits, dollar cost averaging into the ecosystem even more right now. Now, once we get the gold, remember gold almost hit 1 penny. It was like at 0.88 cents, less than a penny. You know, that would be almost like I think close to a 50x or 100x just on the gold itself. Okay, if it got back to that value, they keep developing more use case for the gold. Other games are also developing on this to have more use case for the gold. That's why I'm so bullish on the project. So Jewel is still bullish. Don't let your emotions go too crazy with this. But with that being said, Crystal is even more bullish right now because everything's moving to Crystalville. Serendale's dying off temporarily, is dying off. So what do you do? We're going to hit that in just a second. So let's hit it now. Was there something else I was going to say? That's the main thing this video. I just want to give a quick update on how to deal with this, because look at the gardens. Okay, this is going to change quick, guys. It's already changing quick. I'm surprised it hasn't changed even quicker. So you still have this at 447%, which is awesome, juicy, amazing. But look, it's only 15% of the pool reward allocation, which is awesome. This is bullish for the game, guys, because it's causing more I meant to say this in the video last night. It's causing more capital to move into the ecosystem, because like I did yesterday, I had an ETH USDC pool, which is still at 132%. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, but that's going to go down. But even if it goes down to like 50% APR, that's still amazing, because you can't get that anywhere else. And on top of that, you have a bullish ecosystem and game being developed. This is like the best spot I could ever want to put. So people are going to be adding more capital. And as they add more pairs, if they bring Bitcoin back and whatever else coin, imagine if they had Polkadot on here and Chainlink. I'm surprised they never added Chainlink, right? Because you got to use Chainlink for all the oracles. I'm pretty sure they're using that. This is coming up a little bit. The total deposited is still at 6.2 million. Yesterday it was 6.3 million. But look, the pool reward allocation is still 35 cents or 35%. It's by far the biggest pool reward allocation. But people are kind of slowly maybe pulling out of this pool, which I did yesterday, but I'm going back into the pool little by little, dollar cost averaging in. I actually yesterday, because I wasn't sure about where Jewel's price was going, if it dumps in this pool, the nice thing about this pool, you're getting more APR for one. But if Jewel dumps, essentially you're with your USDC, you're selling USDC and buying Jewel to level. So if Jewel dumps, USDC buys Jewel to level the pool. Okay, that's a nice thing. If Jewel pumps, it's like, man, I wish I would have. Let's say Jewel were to pump, you would have wished you were in this pool. If Jewel dumps, you would have wished you were in this pool. So this was like a safety net pool in case Jewel dumped. I meant to kind of say that yesterday too. My brain, thanks for bearing with me, guys. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Okay, we're up to 500,000 into this pool. That's going to go up to 1 million at least, because it's 15% of the reward allocation. The Crystal AVAX is 20% still. 20% of the allocation. And the Crystal USDC is 15%. And it's pretty sweet, juicy APRs here still. So this APR is going back up. We kind of saw that coming, and that's going to keep happening because people are going to keep kind of getting into this pool, and that's going to balance out, I think. So don't give up on Jewel. Don't go too crazy. It still has so much use case. It's the gas token. It's getting more of Jewel's getting burned. Now more crystals getting burned as well. Because of the tokenomics, how it works with the burning mechanism that they have from the trading fees, and also tiny little bit gets burned from when summoning, things like that. 1% on the summoning, things like that. Okay, so what should you do? I don't recommend like FOMOing in necessarily a ton to Crystal. If you're gonna FOMO into anything, like reverse your psychology. You always want to reverse your psychology when it comes to these kinds of things. Now, in the short term, I do think Crystal's going to keep pumping. But for how long? Okay, if you get in these pools, remember you're stuck in these pools for at least a day or two. You know? And this is quickly still dropping. So yesterday when I did the video, which is less than 24 hours ago, because yeah, I mean, I don't know, 18 hours ago, I did that video. This is it was at 650% or something, 640%, 630, wherever it was. Now it's at 446. This will unequivocally guaranteed to keep dropping. This APR. Keep that in mind. So and as Crystal keeps going up and up and up, it disincentivizes people to keep just buying Crystal, you see. So at some point there's going to be, if Crystal and Jewel parity gets too far out of whack, which it's already 2-to-1, 2 Jewel to 1 Crystal just about, it's not going to go too far past that, I don't think. So if you are late to this and you kind of missed it yesterday, you're working or whatever, I wouldn't go too crazy doing anything. I do think Crystal in the short term will continue to gain more use case. So it is more bullish, I would still even say at this point, because as they're moving everything over from Serendale, it's really, this whole ecosystem's going to blow up. It's really exciting. It's really bullish. More money's going to come into these pools as well. As people start seeing these juicy APRs, if people start realizing, oh, this is one of the best projects and best games in the entire ecosystem of crypto, if people start realizing that and the FUD goes away and they realize, oh, it's not a rug pull, Frisky Foxes and a scam artist and all this stuff that people think, and they realize this is legit, they're actually becoming an organized organization, solidifying the team, the staff, which is very difficult to do. If you ever run a business, it's the hardest part of running a business. Getting your organization straight with getting the right people in the right seats where they're exercising their strengths in the right way, and there's cohesion in the team. That's the hardest part of running a business. That's the hardest part of having a team in a project like this, is having the right people in the right seats that are great at what they're doing. They have a passion. They love what they're doing. The vision, there's cohesion, the culture is right and everything. That's really difficult to do. And people are hard to deal with when it comes to staffing and teams, leadership teams. Human emotions get in the way. People get offended. All kinds of, people disagree with direction of different things, and it just gets hard. So, but they've kind of come through that. That's the thing. And they're really becoming more solidified. Some of the devs have left, I think, which maybe isn't a bad thing, because maybe they weren't quite the right fit for the team. So one of them even left, and I apparently tweeted something negative about the team, and it was like, it was just weird. So, okay. All this is bullish. I got back into this pool on a different account. So that's what I did. Like, subscribe, bell button, Crypto Grady out. I can't tell you exactly what to do. It's tough to know exactly what to do, because at some point, Crystal is still more bullish right now, because people are going to continue to buy up more Crystal to get in these pools. People are also going to continue to buy up more Crystal as Serendale dies off and all the new use cases come over. So Crystal's still bullish, but don't FOMO in emotionally, and don't forget about Jewel. So I'm not buying any more Crystal. I'm actually selling my Crystal rewards into Jewel and going into, I'll probably go back into this pool, but today I sold my rewards and went into this pool, and I'll just be probably stacking those pools. I want to keep building this pool though. So that was the other thing. I was like, when I was considering selling my Crystal, I wanted to hold that Crystal and send some AVAX in from FTX, but because I'm still accumulating little bits of AVAX throughout the day, $100 here, $50 there, $100 here. because I want to build that up and really build this pool back up as well. But I was waiting for these pools to come down and this pool to come up potentially, and it has. It's come up a little bit. 206% APR. That's APR. That's not APY. This is unbelievable interest. So this right here, the APY, if you're compounding, is, what is that? It's like 100,000% APY if you were to compound or something. That, don't quote me on that. Love you. Crypto Grady out. Like, subscribe, bell button. More to come today. Gonna do the AOR. I'm also gonna try to crank out the video about leveling and hit on that some more. And I'm gonna do a video on duels. I hit on this before, but a quick video on how to dominate in duels. Love you. Crypto Grady out.